Knock knock. Who's there? Welcome back. Welcome back who? Welcome back you to Fableheim and Knock on the Coffin Lid. It's not knock knock on the coffin lid, but I'm going to keep going with the knock knock jokes because I find it humorous. Everyone seemed to really enjoy the first episode, so we shall continue our journey through what I'm assuming is Russia-inspired territory with Percival, the great warrior that we know he can be. Now, there are two more characters, and I'm going to throw the roadmap up on the screen that I found. There are two more characters, Bjorn, the elven werewolf renegade, and Vanadis, the female human shaman, but neither of them are available at this moment in time. This game did just release in April of this year into early access, but if you can see in the roadmap on the screen, both Bjorn and Vanadis are coming into the game for stage 2 of the roadmap, which could be on the horizon. Who knows? I don't, but I'm hoping. And of course, when they appear, I will be here to share them with you. Now, stage 3 is to polish the game and prepare it for release, and stage 4 is to release it on PC, Android, and iOS. I was not expecting that, but great. And then stage 5, as you can see, is question mark, question mark, question mark. So hopefully that's just additional content, maybe an expansion pack. Who knows what the future beholds. But I wanted to get through that real quick just before, we sell it out together. But I also turned down the sound because it was very loud during combat. And I went into a game on accident before I hit the record button. So here we are. Percival. We'll select, I'll move quickly because there's no sound. Percival, we cannot do any other of these things. So we are just going to be versatile, gain 5 armor at the start of the battle. It would have been great if I read that the first time. We have 1 talent available to us, and that is healthy. Increases our max HP by 30, and we're going to go with that. We're playing on normal because we still haven't seen everything, and I am still terrified. Yep, that's how I feel. Last time we did make it through the first zone. We went left, and whoa. Did you see the sword? That was new. So last time, zoom out a little bit, we went down here, and this led us to the, we fought the Archdruid. It took a while, but we killed him, and that led us to the marsh. So I'm thinking this time, even though this is a new boss, we'll go this way. Oh, is that some Dawi? Let's go fight the Dawi. I don't remember what's over here, but to the right is another zone, so we're going to go that way. So how do we go to the right with as many cool things as humanly possible? Well, I think that upgrading is very important. Incredibly important. So we aren't gonna hit any merchants on this path, but we are gonna hit a shrine, which we can upgrade 2 cards at. Alright, here we go. This is the direction we'll take. Also, it's kind of disappointing that I don't have it now. But it's because I messed up. When I accidentally started a new game when I wasn't recording, Mortis popped up and offered me like a starting boon. And that was awesome. Unfortunately, like I said, I messed up. I wasn't ready yet. I suppose I could have just started on that run, but then you would have missed so much. Shame. The struggles of sitting here and talking to myself. Such heaven. Sitting at 90 HP with no shoes. Pretty impressive, if I must say so myself. We have our first item to choose from, Enthusiasm. A talent. Gain 1 strength and 1 agility. Strength is increased attack, and agility is increased block. That's pretty good. We're going to take that. I like buff cards. Well, apparently wild animals are not afraid of me. They've gone mad and savagely mauled me to death. I mean, you are still alive. And that's not normal, although I've already seen such behavior before. With the outbreak of war on the frontier, there is no shortage of corpses for predators and scavengers alike. The animals have had a taste of human meat, and they liked it. Oh, I see. They view me as a tasty 2-legged snack. Well, you are rather well fed. Not too big and completely alone. Thank you, Mortis. You were as encouraging as ever. I saw some elves dragging a dwarf past me. The captive appeared quite heavy as the elven guards were swearing and sweating. They saw me and called out, offering me a quick reward if I'd help them roll their roly-poly charge. But then the dwarf spoke up, promising to reward me if I freed him. We all exchanged looks, awkwardly. In the silence, crickets were heard chirping. Well, so my understanding of... There's no sound here either. My understanding of the lore is that humans and elves were once in an alliance. And a war broke out with the dwarves or something, and that messed up that alliance. We don't know a whole lot about the lore yet, but that's my rough estimation. But hey, I'm always a good friend of the Dawi. Let's free the dwarves. I wasn't exactly a friend of the little folk, but sometimes you have to help the little guy. I set upon the elves to free the dwarf. If you can help it. Oh, I hate this fight. So we have to kill the satire first because he's taunted. And of course, because they're elves, they, oh, I like that quick play. Instead of having to click and then click, you can just drag it over there. They have evasion every turn, so that's very frustrating. But hey, we move on. You can take a bit of damage here, but I'll do my best. Ooh, nice. What's this? I was adding a status to my card draw. That's unfortunate, but hey, can't do much about it. I guess technically this does more damage. If left in hand... Oh. Alright. Again, we're going to take some damage. But... Alright, the annoying bit's down. Now we just have to get through all this evasion. One way or another. We're going all in on defense because he's going to hit the yarn. Alright, we did it. Evasion is gone. Now I just have to smack him real good. Oh yeah. You'll love to see it. Triple lunge. Can't wait to upgrade those. And ours lethal, boys and girls. Alright, let's see how our Dawi friend heals us. Elixir of Recovery. Recover 10 HP. These things are wildly expensive. Let's see, we have Advance. If an enemy intends to attack, gain 3 strength. Ho ho ho. Kidney Blow. Deal 12 damage if the enemy is exposed. Draw 1 and gain 1 energy. Dark Arts. Lose 2 HP, gain 1 energy. I bet there are some crazy fun builds with this Dark Arts thing. And Kidney Blow just seems... Oh, Kidney Blow is so good, but we need cheaper ways to inflict expose if we're going to use this. Which means... I'm looking at Advance again. The Elixir of the Mahe. Deal 10 damage to all enemies. Well, I don't feel very rewarded, good old Dawi friend. Admittedly, I did just kind of want to not get put into the Domus Kron. The Book of Grudges. For the Dawi never forgets. Hey look, thanks for the free strength. I feel like this game is like a slow and steady kind of pace instead of an all-in break your bones, killing everything right away sort of thing. Will this affect my armor? No. Okay. I thought I'd try it, you know? Wow, I'm getting so much attack. That was a 20 lunge. Yo, get wrecked. Oh, yeah. We're off to a way better start than we were last time. Cautious block. Gain 5 block now. Gain 5 block next. That could be really good. Gain 4 strength for 1 attack. We're kind of leaning towards this build, but we already have a respectable amount of strength. So I'm leaning towards Agile Guard. Gain a block, draw 1. I love these types of cards. But I mean, Cautious block could be really good. Like I said, we have a very slow pace. And if you block one turn that will bleed into the next turn, you might be able to save a mana. Cautious block it is. I convinced myself. Alright, let us... So we can either go to an event or we can go to the campfire. I'm of the opinion that the campfire is more reliable, especially since I don't know what all the events are in the game yet. Which, I mean, is an argument for me to actually go see them all. One could... What? How often does an upgrade just blatantly double the efficacy of a skill? 10 block this turn, 10 block next turn? For 1 mana? Oh, that's so much value. Okay, I guess it's technically doubling the efficacy of this as well. But can I pass up on cautious block? That's insane. 3 exposed is also pretty good. Ay, ay, ay. We might want 1 flourishing lunge as well. Because lunge right now is all of our damage. Okay. I definitely want to upgrade cautious block. You know what? We're going to do that. We have an elite battle coming up. So I think this might be more helpful in the immediate than anything else. Cutting my way through the ruins of an elven outpost, I ran into a group of dwarves. They noticed me and immediately headed towards me. Hide or prepare for battle? Well, if you hide, isn't that really suspicious? Although isn't preparing for battle even more suspicious? But they're dwarves. Alright. Brace yourself, Percival. I would have hid in the ruins. They probably had more important things to do than go chasing after you. I wasn't about to run off and hide from some dwarves. I'm always ready for a dwarven brawl, and I'm sure they appreciate that, in a way. Gains 1 fury for every fury gained. Question mark? When wounded severely, gain strength. Gain 1 fury when playing 2 cards of the same type in a row, once per turn. So I'm going to assume... You should never assume, by the way. Assuming is dangerous. I did that backwards, but that's okay. Humans are not... Oh, did you decide to stand up for your widow elf pals? No. By the way, I think there was something that I came to understand when we fought the Dawi before. And that is, this skill here, it says each type of card. Same type in a row. I thought that literally meant the same card, but no, it means the same type. Which is attack, skill, or talent. Good news. There isn't a whole lot of good news here. In fact, I'm pretty sure... Oof. We're going to be using this bomb here. Oh, I thought it would... Well, I'm about to take a ton of damage. Admittedly, I thought this would count, the exposed, and he would take 15. Like, I was 100% convinced. I'm using so many potions here, but I don't really have much of a choice. Technically, I could block again, but that would cause him to deal 20 or 40 damage, so not worth. Hashtag not worth. I didn't really mean to do that. Was that a talent or a skill? Crap. I might be dead here. I've made a very big mistake. That miscalculation might cost me my life. It might cost me this run. Which is a wee bit unfortunate, because we've had a great start. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, wow. I need to heal. Like, right now. I didn't relish the idea of trudging through the fetid swamps. But there was nothing attractive about choosing to gather that through the orcs. I guess we're going to the orcs. I couldn't decide which would be easier. On my way to the northern gate, the rock, or the hard place. There certainly are rumors about the rotten bog, although they can be neither confirmed nor denied, seeing as how no one has ever returned both sane and alive. Yet the earthworms of the Crimson Steppes are known to be gigantic, carnivorous beasts, and no less dangerous than the ferocious orcs who hunt them. I'm sorry. Did you say easier? Good job, Mortis. Alright, so if we want to recover, we have not many options, really, huh? Our only option is to defeat this elite while taking 0 damage. That sounds really challenging. A loony troll decided to reconcile the elves with the dwarves, but it didn't look as cute as it sounds. It is pointless to rationalize the actions of a not-so-rational creature. Apparently, tame trolls tend to copy the behavior of their owners in a very extravagant way. So he's attempting to forcefully make these two have peace. Alright, good news or bad news? At the end of the turn, restores 1 HP per ball. Playing 3 attacks in 1 turn, changes intention to ferocious. Alright. This is all the health we have to work with, my friends. Let's get on with it. I'm gonna take 1 damage. Wait, what? At the start of next turn. Oh, yeah, that. Okay, I was a little confused for a second. So I can try and push 7 damage, or I can... Playing it safe here. He intends to attack. That gives me perfect block. It doesn't stagger with armor. Well, I can't play 3... This is a talent, right? Or something? Skill. Okay. I can't play 3 attacks in 1 turn. He's doing question mark. Skips a turn. Okay, good. We'll just get stronger. Grow bigger, you know? And now... Back to 15. We'll just be safe, because we don't have a whole lot of health to work with. And this is kind of why we did that. I don't think I can do a whole lot about this. I mean, I can block, and block 20. I just need to push damage as fast as possible. And again, I can't... Well, I might be able to. I don't know. Skill. I needed to block. Am I dead because I didn't double block? Here you have lain in this coffin for some time, yet you look nothing like the risen undead. It seems that poison had a silver lining after all, as it seems you have preserved your corpse. Fortune indeed smiles upon you. Wouldn't you agree? Okay, we've learned a few things. Thing number 1, explosive potions do not work with exposed. Why? Not entirely sure, but there's no point questioning game mechanics. I'm still interested in going over this direction, although it's no longer Dawi, and it is now a whip. And this is the 3rd symbol we've seen. It's not an archer, it's not the sword and whatever, and it's an axe. Are they gonna axe me a question? Where's the shrine? Is it over here? It is. So everything that I said about, about seeing the new area, that was a lie. Sorry. Sorry, team, but you have to play with the cards you're dealt. Well, let's go see the question marks. If we're doing well... Which, you know... Nope, not that. If we're doing well, we can go see... the elite. Try and get a good item. If we're doing poorly, we, I guess, are gonna go see more question marks. I would like to do exactly what we did last time, because that was awesome. If we can somehow set up a strength build, or an exposed build, I'll do either. Ooh. Gain 3 block at the end of each turn. Let's try this. Cleave is 8 to all enemies, and Cunning is burn, gain 2 energy, but meh. The thirst had me exhausted completely, and I sat down to rest in the road sign. cursing my lack of foresight in taking water from my last rest. I was powerfully thirsty and desperate. I saw a roadside puddle beside me, nearly dried up. There was still enough to take a few meager sips of cool, refreshing, sustaining, muddy, greenish, odorous moisture. Don't drink. Just the thought of drinking that water made me queasy. My squeamishness overcame thirst, and I went ahead. $5 says that poison too. Oh, hi, elf. What's up? Besides your evasion, I see that. Oh, that was dumb. Good job, me. Alright, a little more reading, please. Reading comprehension is perhaps the most powerful mechanic in games like all of these. In fact, Shadow of Aeon pointed out that I missed a kill on the Archdruid very early on because reading comprehension. Nimble Lunge is good. Growing Threat, deal 5 damage, add a copy to the discard. Wait, can I just like... is this that card that you spam infinitely? That could be fun. Draw an attack from the choice. Let's do that. Elves and dwarves have always been at war. This is not our war, and certainly not mine. My lord tried with all his might to mitigate the bloodshed. I know if he were still alive, peace would yet reign in these lands. Now the Northern Gate is ruled by his younger brother, Sigismund. He is neutral to the point of acquiescence to the dwarvish war, and the elves feel betrayed. They view his inaction as a damnable act. Given their losses, one can understand their point. And in response, they declared war on us? No, they have simply banned people from the elven lands. And you're violating the ban. Good to know, a bit late. Well, we still have no idea if we're feeling frisky or not, so let's feel frisky. We are definitely killing you first, because you're gonna run away. And that's no fun. Oh, I'm taking 2 damage here. Oh, so close. You know, I bet there's a really fun, like, expose infinite growing threat build. That sounds like a lot of fun. I've used that build before in Slay the Spire. I don't remember what it's called. But basically, you just have this infinite supply of zero-cost attacks that just keep generating more and more of themselves. And the point is to go through your deck so fast that you can't... You just have these infinite amounts of things. And you can, like, increase your draw rates, and your mana, and all sorts of weird and wild things. And I'm very much looking forward to builds like that in this. Gain 1 exposed on the enemy and deal 30 damage. See? Something like this. Gain 1 exposed and draw 2 rush cards. Rush. Inflict 2 weakness. I do like that. I think this upgrades to inflict 2 weakness on all enemies. It's pretty good. A drunken dwarf had apparently decided to pick a fight with some elves. I happened to intercept him on his way to an elven outpost as he slammed into me in the street. After rudely telling me off, he proceeded to apologize and then invite me to follow him to pay a visit to some of those haughty elves. I realized that no matter what I decided, drunken dwarves demand delicate diplomacy. Sober up back at the camp, friends. He obviously did not heed my advice and started sputtering, becoming increasingly angry before he snapped and let upon me. Though I thought fighting one dwarf was not going to be that big of a deal. I was probably right. He did gain 1 fury, but it went away. Get over here, you big wimp. Okay. Over there I went. Goodbye. Elven Ale. Nice. 3 evasion. Cleave. Proficiency. Draw until there are 5 cards in your hand. This would synergize with like the infinite generation build. The problem is that we draw 5. The limiting here is mana, right? Or unless your deck is just full of 0-cost cards. Which it could be. We can also pick this up just like as emergency draw. Or like... Alright, I'll pick this up. Because it kind of depends on how it counts, right? If we say we draw 5 and we have proficiency in our hands, we spend 1 mana to do something, and we have no other good options in hand, we can spend 1 more mana to use proficiency, and then if it draws only 1 card, we'll know it won't count itself. But if it counts itself being spent, then it will draw 2 cards, which is pretty good. Rob him. We did that last time. You could have just went on by, but once again you jumped straight into trouble. Luck smiled upon me. I carefully extracted a sword from the pathetic excuse for a guard and quietly withdrew. That'll teach him to be more alert. Alright, we did this because we knew what would happen. We got the sword last time, we got the sword this time. Oh, we equipped it. Right. It gives us Elven Dance, which is okay. I wouldn't say it's remarkable by any stretch of the imagination, but evasion is pretty powerful. We've avoided some hefty hits because of evasion. I could not avoid meeting an angry, man-eating bear that had grown an enormous belly by devouring unburied corpses on the battlefields. I stumbled upon its den, and it turned out that the owner was home. It was too late to retreat. Alright. We have a bear, and you have masks. What is these masks? When severely wounded, changes intention to defense. Gains strength when playing skills. Alright. Let's not play a skill. Gains strength when playing skills. Alright. Let's not play a skill. Let's drink the ale. This is an early use of it, but using it for this seems okay. All we need to do is draw 3 attacks each turn. Guess what we've not done? Hopefully, it doesn't get... I give up. It did count itself, though, so that's good. That's good to know. Smash. Draw more. Give me all the draw in the world. Yes. Break beneath the endless tide. 16's not bad. I might play Toughen Up here. We'll Elven Dance as well. We'll just add more to evasion. This went well. I think I was right to drink the Elven Ale. Goodbye. You were a worthy opponent, Sir Bear. Card trick. We know this is a good card. We never used it, but we know it's a good card. Gain 5 block and 2 strength for 1 turn. Ooh. Now, there's a question with how this is worded. Is it gain 5 block for 1 turn and 2 strength? Or is it gain 5 block and 2 strength for 1 turn? I'm going to go ahead and pick up Card Trick. I don't think we need more defensive stuff. Cursed Helmet. At the start of battle, gain 1 armor for every curse in this deck. Okay. This helmet gets stronger with every curse brought down. I knew there'd be a strong curse build. When discarding a curse, deal 2 damage to all enemies. Okay. The Helmet of Freedom. America. Attributes. Increase maximum HP by 5. At the start of turn, draw 1. At the start of turn. Not combat. Does this mean we draw 6 every turn? That could be really good. Elven armor. Ooh. Okay, hear me out. When looking at this, all these items, the cursed helmet intrigues me. I would love to run a cursed set just because it would be humorous. And pretty unique, actually. There aren't very many times you see something like this. The Helmet of Freedom is just hands down the best item here. I think we can all agree on that. Elven armor is good and has the potential to get better. This is a hard choice. Like, I feel like Elven armor is the call because we already have the set building. Alright, let's see how much we can lean into this. How hard can we lean into it? And the Bear Paw. If HP less than 30, then a turn gain 15 block. Okay. And the Elixir Protection is to gain 20 block. That is... I find that's very potent. I think that the Elven Ale's stronger, of course, but I think it's potent. We didn't lose any HP. Let's see what this looks like. Until there are 6. Draw is always good, but that's kind of expensive. We can make this so this doesn't burn. That's a big deal. This is just a free pick your card out of your deck whenever you feel like a card. And this, 2 more damage. Meh. This, 1 more block. Meh. So I'm leaning towards Flourishing Lunge to increase our lunge damage. I'm probably going to draw... Probably just Card Trick. Like, this has 0 downsides unless the enemy has a thing where they get stronger whenever you play a skill. Like the bear had. That's it. There's no other downsides to this. So go ahead and do this. It is a lot more clicks, but I mean, hey. High at PM stuff is usually pretty good. Open the chest. 100 gold. And sting. Oh. The blade is so sharp, no armor can stand against its lethal jab. 20? What? Okay, I know what I just said about the Elven armor and the whole set thing and fun shenanigans, but this... Someone is literally like throwing around chairs upstairs. This looks awesome. What is the downside to just dealing 20 piercing damage? There has to be a downside. There's no way a card is 1 mana deal 20. Right? I'm not insane. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to find out now. Unfortunately, it doesn't glow blue like the real Sting, but that's okay. Nope. To be honest, I would have laughed if you had. Honey, despite its taste and appearance, isn't worth its weight in gold. I decided not to risk the bee's wrath. The important thing about a beehive is that it's important to remember that a beehive is also a bee home. And that's kind of the gist of that entire conversation that I skipped over. Hello, good sir. Totem of the gods. So we can get an item for 250 coins. We have just barely that much. We can get a card. We can delete a card, or we can upgrade 2 cards. We are going to take this moment to upgrade 2 cards. So, what are we thinking? I'm interested in upgrading 1 Flourishing Lunge to improve our damage. And I would like to see what this upgrades into. Damage from lunges increased by 2. Okay. I'm also interested to see if this stacks. I have 0 idea if it does. But I think I'm also going to upgrade Crush. So that we have 3 exposed. This gives 3 turns of exposed, which should allow me enough time to make enough, to get enough out of it. I think it's also... Let's test our theory. See if these stack. I'm probably not going to upgrade the others into Flourishing. Like, if anything, draw, maybe some defensive stuff. But, yeah. Wow. What a turn. Are you ready? Are you watching? Here we go. Remember, we begin combat with 2 evasion now. That was just... We could even card trick into growing threat. Literally 1 HP. Turn 1, literally 1 HP. Alright. And now we... Oop. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to... Oh, I should have used Toughen Up because I have 1 more evasion, reading, comprehension. It's fine. We'll just get rid of his evasion and move on. Weakness is good too. Definitely doing that. Pumping this. Proficiency. More weakness. More lunging. Lunging good. Well, does this steal 11? No, he evaded. I probably should have read that. That dealt 9. So it is stacking. We don't have any strength or anything. That's good to know. That's good to know. I still can't believe this is just a 20 attack thing. And it's also worth noting that it pierces armor and barbed. Strength affects this card 3 times. If I had you last time... Cut and Run is a pretty good card. We had it last time, and I think it was helpful. We'll pick it up. Kind of as an emergency sort of thing. Clone and draw a card of your own choice from the draw pile. That could be very helpful. We could do a number of things with that. Aw, poor guy. Smelling something putrid, I followed my nose to the corpse of an elf in the forest. As he was already dead, there was no harm, seeing if he had any valuables. He just died before my eyes. Do you have no respect for the dead? Nope. That's called looting, my friend. It's not like I was going for a leisurely stroll. This was about survival. I immediately found several coins in his pocket, but suddenly I heard the sounds of footsteps and voices approaching. Is this going to be one of those things where you can press it so many times and then you're screwed? Yeah, okay. Further searching turned up his whole coin purse. The voices and footsteps were nearly upon me. Can I loot some more to get another of the elven sets? In which case it might actually be worth replacing my one thing. I just logicked myself into doing this and I'm scared. You're a real risk taker. And greedy to boot. Sewn into his sash was a secret pocket containing even more gold. Jackpot! But now the voices were close enough to make out. It was an elven patrol. Meh. Noting an empty scabbard, I searched around the corpse and found a sword. Little worse for the wear. The voices and stamps seemed to be moving away. I can't believe you waited as long as you did. Well... The elven patrol found me searching the corpse. Lucky for me, the former elf was apparently the victim of a wild boar attack. They snickered and demanded I pay a fine in return for my crimes. And how much is the fine? What if I fight? I don't know how strong this elven patrol is. They could be really weak and I could just crush them, or they could be really strong and ruin my chance of winning the boss fight. It was extortion, but I got off easy. I paid it. Well, wasn't worth, but I did get a new sword. Gain 3 agility and -1 strength. Delicate weapons require agile handling. The 1 double blow, 1 knife trick, deal 12, draw 1 mana. And for 2 backstab burn, deal 10 damage for 1 turn. Attacks that cost 1 are free. That might just be good. Alright. I can't believe how many weapons we're getting. I probably could have fought them and then rested. I forgot there was a bonfire here. I don't know what we want to do here. I do also really like this defensive lunge. What are you upgrading to again? Increase block from cards by 9. Gain 8. Gain block draw 1. Gain 5 block and 2 strength for 1 turn. There are a lot of moments where I'm just popping one of these guards and then hitting things. It's worth noting. I think I'm gonna upgrade Dazzle. Am I? Alright. We'll nimble lunge. We'll draw some more cards. Drawing is good. You love to draw. Oh look, you look angry. An elf champion is a warrior who seeks to defeat only the most powerful enemies, thereby increasing his mightiness and glory. I could have been proud that an elf champion chose me as his opponent, tracked me down, and challenged me to a fair fight, but to tell the truth, I did not have time for him. But it is indeed a great honor. Too much honor. Alright. Alright, so we have before us an Elven Champion, 30 armor, 199 health, 1 evasion. The question now is... we kill the Squire, right? That's the thing we do. I think we do. He's probably... let's all just be real here. He's probably just gonna summon another Squire. But... what? Okay. Right. I borked that again. It's impressive, actually, in a way. I could try and chip away at his evasion. Kill his Squire. Alright, well, we'll remedy this issue in a minute here. Oh, of course. I have -1 strength. I don't know why I forgot that. But I did. I also have 1 evasion. Why did I forget that? Because reading comprehension. That's going to be the name of this series. Reading comprehension. I card tricked for some reason. Oh well. Here, we'll get this in the deck. Get rid of his evasion. Let's finish this dance, shall we? We shall. I'm gonna card trick. We're gonna pick up Double Blow. Admittedly, it was really nice when there were 2 double blows in my deck. I liked that a lot. This is gonna hurt a lot. Okay. Now we crush. This is just a punch. Target's current HP. Okay, can't do much about that. I can block 5, or I can punch him. And we chose to punch because we're aggressive. Be aggressive. Can't seem a fan of Sting's effect here, but we're getting work done. Let's use literally every card there. I could cut and run to block this. Sure. Done pretty well, all things considered. What's left in the deck? Oh, obviously we card trick into a growing threat to punch him with. Like, why is that even a question? Get rid of that. We have 1. I don't know what he's doing. He's getting stronger. Let's finish this dance. That seems not in my best interest, honestly. We'll crush him into a block. I should be getting my bear thing here pretty soon. If I were to take a guess. Oh, I should have drawn the weakness. Challenge accepted. That was okay. A few misplaced, but not bad. Burn, gain 3 block and 1 agility. Wow. That could be good. Overdrive, double current strength. That would have been great last time. Barricade block is not lost at the start of the turn. We'll go for effective block. Bone Spear. All 3. Okay, 2 legendary weapons and 1 legendary amulet. The Bone Spear. Gain 1 strength and 1 agility. A simple and light weapon, which unfortunately can't be used together with a shield. 2 backstabs, 1 piercing strike, and 2 dervish. Deal 8 damage 2 times. What the? That's an insane weapon. The 2-handed sledgehammer. Gain 2 strength. If an attack deals... Oops. If an attack deals more than 30 damage, gain 1 strength and add a hesitate to the discard pile. Sledgehammer is not a weapon, but it can be used as one. We get 3 sledge shots, which are 3 mana, deal 42. Wow. And we get 2 crushing blows, which is a 2 mana, deal 17 and inflict 3 exposed. It's basically a better crush. Wow. I don't even know what to say about that. Aggressive much? Trickster's Amulet. Gain 1 energy, gain 1 agility. An extremely plain and common magical amulet, popular among cheats and jesters. Hello? 1 energy? We haven't seen anything that gives you 1 energy yet, permanently. I have to pick it, right? I can't not pick 1 energy. As much as I want this freaking Bone Spear. Oh, this Bone Spear is awesome. Alright, sorry, Amulet. I know energy, I know. It hurts me. At the start of battle, gain 4 block for each battle won. Medal of the Death Champion. Yes. Yes, that sounds awesome. The Witch's Eye. Return a burn card of your choice to hand. We don't have any burns anymore. And the Elixir of Recovery and the Elixir of Damahe. We'll take Recovery. I got from the frontier to the swamps without incident. It was a challenging road, but at least no one tried to kill me. What? Are you playing the same game as I am? As soon as I entered the Rotten Bog, the attempts on my life resumed. Oh, does he just mean when he was on the ferry? That would make sense. Because we've been... people have been trying to kill us for a while, good sir. Alright, let's see this freaking bones. Oh, yeah. Look at that. 2-handing it. Which means we have 2 less blocks, but hey. I didn't think about that. Yeah, we still have 3 guards. Who needs them? Okay. So, as always, I would like to find a way to a shrine, but we could stop by a merchant. We haven't seen a merchant in a while. Here's a shrine. There's usually only 1 per run. Why, right? It does appear to be the case. So, if we were to meander our way through... Wow. We only have 1 path, really? Yeah, we have 1 path. So if we want to go to the shrine, our path has been chosen for us. What's a star again? I don't remember. But honestly, it's the same path that just needs to diverge. I do like the shrines. If we go this way, we have 2 possible diverging paths. Looks like if I want to hit events, of which we know nothing in this zone, I go bottom here. Campfire, lots of events. Look at how much combat is here. I don't think I usually want to have this much combat in my life, do I? Seems like a terrible idea. We could go north. There's a question mark, a merchant, a question mark, a chest, a question mark. Like 3 elites. Okay, we're going to the shrine. Hello, bear. Upon death, reborn next turn. Of course. Of course. Just, why not, you know? Why not? So we'll just deal some damage. Okay. Okay. Oh, right. That's close enough. I have to remember that I have 2 evasion. And by have to remember, I mean I didn't remember it, and now I'm telling myself that I have to. Alright. We have 1 more evasion. So basically what I'm saying is I'm going to make him as angry as possible. I made him real angry. He's back. Oh, I was hoping... Okay, so I have to burn the armor if I want to actually kill him. Great. He's going to screw over my attack pool, too. I'm not going to use Dervish, because I'm afraid that he's going to give me 2 things for the 1 attack, you know? Know what I mean? Okay, I know what I said. Alright, all of our evasion's gone, which means... we're screwed. Really? I'm sorry. It hurts. Wow, look at all those hesitates. They came up on me first. Do we have cautious block? Cruelty reigns. That could be good. It's 0 mana, draw 3 random attacks. Which is kind of our entire gig. Cautious block could also be great because we got rid of our blocks. Our 2 blocks. We have the upgraded cautious block, right? Let's get some more draw. You can't go wrong with the draw. Especially since we've seen the witch. Miko. Well, we've seen this. We know how terrible it is. So, how do I want to do this? This looks good. Yeah, here we go. You ready for some fun? I'm ready. Uno. Dos. Beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Man, Dervish is... I'm glad I picked the spear. The spear was the right call 100%. Is this a cut and run turn? No. Huh. It's a dazzle turn. I guess I could try and draw my... Nailed it. I was thinking was drawing this. Oh, I made him boo-boo again because I thought you were dead. Oh. Those small mistakes add up. I guess I have burn cards now. It's worth noticing. Wow, you do a lot of damage. It's okay, because so do I. Hopefully this just kills this. Well. Time to use our elixir of recovery. Literally draw any attack. Okay. I mean, that was cool. We did have that issue, though. Discard select a card. A random card of the draw pile costs 0. I love this picture. He's, like, absolutely mental. Meh. I'll skip that. Not that interested in it. Explosion. Oh, lovely. Look, he's a Zergling. After 3 turns... Explodes after 3 turns and deals a large amount of damage to everybody on the battlefield. When dealing damage to HP, inflicts bleeding. Okay. Well, I know what I'm killing. Let's just see if we can get rid of him quickly. Ooh, nice. Cruelty reigns in this here land. Don't think I need to do it in that way, but here we are. Okay. I really enjoy this game and its potential, but this hesitate thing is getting really old. Deal 4 damage, gain 8 block. Oh, we've seen this. We debated picking that. Deal 8 damage, increase damage by 4 this combat. What? What? Deal 8 damage, increase damage by 4 this combat. If exposed, increases by 8. Oh, this is another one of those infinitely cycle things. Okay. We're kind of doing this anyway. Nope. Brain just kicked in. We need active defense. Because we don't have blocks anymore. The undead roam the swamps. What a bleak and desolate place. It was enough to make my flesh crawl. They prey upon trespassing outsiders, yet bizarrely leave the denizens of the swamplands in peace. The undead of the rotten bog are not fully dead. Yes, they're very old, even ancient, but still living beings. I'm not an expert on the undead. The zombies are zombies. Right. But strictly speaking, they are alive. Although it's a stretch to call their existence a life. They were brought to this state by the cult's ritual drink, Ichor of Might. I must admit, this, in case you didn't know, this game is being developed in Russia, which there's nothing wrong with that, of course. It's just that that means that the development language and the original language of the game is in Russian. So, for that, they have... Wow. For that being the case, they have some remarkably well-translated language. Like, it's advanced... relatively advanced English, and it all makes sense, and it all rolls together. And it's a lot better than some of the things I've seen. There has to be a way to get rid of these hesitates. That or my deck is just way too thick. I am uber dead. Yep. Uber den. Approach combat with patience and strategy. Acting out of haste can spoil everything with one false move, as we've learned. We've been defeated. We spent a total of 40 minutes and 31 seconds chilling our way through the worlds. We've gotten a few rewards for it. Wealthy. This is a talent, so gain 100 gold. We start with 100 gold. Okay. We have Deceiver. Talent spell. At the start of the turn, draw 1. It costs 0 for this turn. Oh, that's 3 mana. Wait, does this just go for the rest of the combat? Okay, I can see why it's 3 mana. Field Prep restores 5 HP at the end of that. This is very good. This is what I'm talking about. And Assault Cures. At the end of the turn, gain 1 block per strength. At the start of the turn, lose all block. Gain 1 block. Okay. It just makes sense, right? You always lose block at the start of turn? Alright, we're going to go ahead and exit menu because that was it for today. We're just coming upon an hour, so thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed our second attempt at Knock Knock on the Coffin Lid. We saw almost entirely new scenarios, didn't we? Besides the elf dude that I robbed and the beehive that I ran away from. Which is pretty good as far as variety is concerned. And of course, we just stepped foot into the swamps. We barely know anything except that freaking hesitate is everywhere, and I greatly dislike it. So I think next time, we're going to take our new field prep talent and wealthy talent, because we can equip 3, and move on to the zone to the right, which they talked about. There are orcs and giant earthworms. So, I mean, okay. We'll find out what it looks like together. And I hope that you're as eager as I am. Bye-bye.